Happy Halloween, fuckers! I am the long-lost brother of Charles Vane. The best of us. A true, fucking, proper pirate. Fuck you, Jack. I stole your girl and Bonnie.
So crazy.
Happy Halloween.
Arr.
Let's get on with it, motherfuckers. Alright. That was fun. It's always fun to dress up on Halloween.
It is.
I'm not necessarily Charles Vane, obviously.
And I'm obviously not Anne Bonny.
But this is fun. We're pirates. We're watching Black Sails. It's the reason why this episode got moved to Sunday.
Yes.
Halloween. Happy Halloween. But let's get into this fucking crazy-ass episode, shall we?
Yes.
Because every episode, they continue to hit us with these crazy friggin' twists. And it's just so insane. And, I mean, there's so many big things that came out of that episode. But I can't even see you. Like, it's wearing an eye patch is so weird.
I love it.
The biggest, a lot of big stuff came out of it, but I think the biggest thing was this whole idea of this information that Max passed on to John Silver about these families that abandon their kids, and, is Thomas alive?
That would be, chef's kiss. That would be amazing. I would love to see that. I would love to see Captain Flint being able to, be with the love. I mean, he can't have Mrs. Barlow, obviously, R.I.P., but, could have Thomas.
That moment when John Silver was like, do you know which families do this? And then brought it to Flint. And, in first watch, I didn't pick up on this. And I could be overthinking things because the show kind of makes me overthink things.
Yeah.
But through editing and watching it a couple more times, I got a weird vibe that Flint already knew that this is a possibility.
And I don't think so. I think he's trying to brush it off and trying to, remain focused. But I'm sure he's, probably really excited.
It's this weird thing. I even said it to you as we were getting ready. I'm like, could this even possibly be Flint's ultimate motivation behind everything that he's doing, knowing that Thomas is alive? I don't know how you get from point A to point B in that scenario.
That would be a long game. A long game.
I don't know.
Think so.
It's just one of those things that definitely popped into my head. And yeah, that whole possibility, and that's just, again, this show continues to hit you with just absolutely insane twists, and it is so good. There's just so many other big things that happen. We found out that Eleanor is pregnant.
Yeah. She
made a deal with Flint at the end of the episode where they were standing on that same gate. That cage door has gotten a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
And, what is... I'm kind of at a loss even trying to predict where this show goes, because literally every episode they hit you with something that you would never have expected or could have even possibly thought about.
Right.
My whole initial thought is, oh shit, Eleanor is going to betray Woodes Rogers in this situation and just run away with the gold.
I was going to say she betrayed Vane at that very same gate.
Yeah, it's just, she's such a difficult character to follow and read because there have been so many flip-flops with her and so many betrayals. I honestly don't have any idea where her character could be going. And it makes sense for her to want to leave Woodes Rogers based off of the conversation that she had with Max, and then the conversation that she had with Flint and John Silver being like, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. And the idea of her not wanting to do this anymore, Woodes Rogers is still 100% a soldier. I feel like that's always going to be him. And I don't see the possibility that she stays with him but ends what she wants.
Right.
So I feel like the easy way to go is to just run away and take Max,
take the cash,
take whoever else is in the fort, and just get out of there.
Yeah.
Again, Woodes Rogers has, every single step of the way, I've underestimated him. He's surprised me and shocked me throughout this entire story since he's made his introduction into the show. And yeah, maybe he's just like, all right, yeah, fine. Nassau's lost. We're just going to go run away with you. Because Nassau is currently lost. The pirates have taken it over. Arrgh! Damn right we have.
That should be mine. That should be mine, and I should be able to stab you with it.
Horrible idea. But they have taken it over, and there's a little bit of anarchy, which is kind of expected at first when you kind of take something back over the way they have. And we've got now 3 factions whose primary goal is to take over Nassau. We've obviously got Flint and company and that whole crew with Long John Silver making his triumphant return to Nassau. We've obviously got Woodes Rogers and his crew. But then we've got Julius, who has taken a slave faction who's just like, we want to take them all out. We got, you're friends with them, don't matter. We're going after this.
Yeah,
so
they want Nassau.
Yeah.
For them, absolutely. I mean, which, you know.
So we've got a big fight on our hands, it feels like, because there's now 3 groups who are fighting over the same thing.
Right.
Which, I mean, that just feels like absolute
the land.
chaos.
They want the property. They want a home. Mm-hmm. They don't. And I feel like none of the factions, any of the factions, have a home at all.
Yeah, and the idea that they want to make Nassau whole and make it theirs, it makes sense. And Jack and Anne have dealt with a really absolute that whole scene with them on the ship, and you know, Woodes Rogers guys who feel like they're being kind of left out of the fight. They want to participate in the fight, and they're like, "Well, I got to turn you guys over, but no one ever told me how many. They don't know how many's going to arrive, so we're just going to have some fun here, and you're going to fight our big ass crazy dude with his giant Thor hammer." And I'm really worried for Anne Bonny because, you know, she kind of sacrificed herself. That was such a dope moment, her getting the keys, throwing it to the crew. They took over the ship.
Yeah.
But she took a massive blow to her body with that hammer by that big-ass dude.
Don't worry, y'all. I'll be fine.
I just don't imagine her not being severely damaged inside.
Yeah.
But they got the ship. So we've got them now, Jack as a captain of that crew, taking the ship. We've got Woodes Rogers, who's got a ship coming back to Nassau to take over. It feels like everything is just coming to Nassau right now, and it's just gonna be so insane. All these fights, all these storylines, all these people with so much at stake. I cannot wait to see where they go with the story. Are you ready to jump into it?
Yes.
Before that, I'm taking the eye patch off. Gonna watch I can't watch the show with one eye.
And I'll be back with a no hat.
Yes. So you ready to jump into this?
Yes.
Let's go.
Where have you been? And where's Flint?
Oh shit.
In a moment, a woman I don't know is going to walk out of that fort. We have ensured that she'll arrive unharmed to deliver a message to the governor. Captain Flint has offered himself as collateral to Eleanor Guthrie inside the fort. If we breach our pledge, he dies.
Collateral?
Billy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
To guarantee our compliance as part of a bargain in which the British will be surrendering their position in Nassau.
Billy's like, what the fuck is going on?
He's like, not having this shit.
But he also found out a way to get Flint killed.
Right.
No one will harm you out there. You know what to say to him, and you know what not to say to him.
If he balks about leaving, which he is almost certain to do, it might help if he knew it wasn't just your welfare that was in question.
I won't have him learning about it like this.
Damn.
It's like, could you imagine going to, like, obviously the whole Vane thing, he agreed and supported her decision. How is he going to react to this decision? It's like, yeah, I just agreed to end the war, to take the cash, and to leave. You're leaving with me.
In addition to guaranteeing the safe departure from the island of her and all her people,
Here's the big whammy.
that we would retrieve and surrender to her the cache of gems remaining from the Urka gold.
Billy's like,
He's
are
like,
you
what the
fucking
fuck?
crazy?
Victory to a fight we'd otherwise be far from guaranteed to win.
Guaranteed? And you agreed to this?
I didn't agree to anything. The offer was put to Captain Flint. He had little time to decide. I trust his judgment.
Oh, God, I hope he's right.
I think Billy's gonna freaking blow a gasket, dude. He's gonna freaking
He's losing it already, and he's like this.
He's gonna freak out. He's getting so tired of all these giant decisions being made by Flint. Like, he's just... he's gonna fucking lose it.
Mrs. Rogers has asked me to relay a message that is of the utmost importance.
I should certainly hope it is.
She has negotiated an arrangement with Captain Flint, in which he will pay for the surrender with the stolen cache of gems to secure your future together. She asks that you withdraw to allow for this transaction to proceed. Retire to Port Royal for a fortnight and await her arrival. If she has not arrived by
Someone
then...
clear that launch. Mr. Mullen, get us underway. We proceed. Prepare to make our land.
Dude.
Yeah, he wasn't having that.
You gotta tell him now.
So maybe the betrayal comes later.
Shit, I don't know.
I guess Eleanor thought that he would just run away with her. With the Urka cache.
If I wanted to fire a warning shot, how close would I have to aim for it to be effective?
How close?
Need him to understand that I am committed to this.
Oh, shit.
She's gonna fire a warning shot at her own husband.
What's the distance to the governor's ship?
She actually has no idea who Woodes Rogers is. So, this is interesting.
Yeah, and we got a real good taste of who he is.
Yeah, I don't like him. He's a fucking terrible fucking person. Fuck this guy. Hate him.
She says she knows that you will be angry and that this will be hard for you to understand. But she said... She said you should trust that her commitment to you remains inviolable and that this is no betrayal, but an act of love.
Is that gonna get to me?
She is determined to see through to its end.
That shit's getting close.
She's fucking warning you, dude.
Come hard to starboard and make your course north-northwest.
Sir?
Stand down the gun crews.
She's gonna listen?
See? He continues to surprise the shit out of me. Like, what? What is gonna frickin' happen? Oh, and I'm so nervous for Maddie.
Me too. I don't want anything to happen to her.
What happened?
Flint just agreed to trade the cash in exchange for a complete surrender. The money that was to be our treasury, upon which the viability of this entire enterprise was premised. If this bargain consummates, it will be gone.
So much to give up. But I think he made the right decision. Controlling NASA without the cash will be a challenge, but one I don't think can be avoided.
She's awesome.
You're kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me?
It's gonna be tough.
You did not see what I saw at the Andale estate. There has been immeasurable, unspeakable suffering on this island as a result of Billy's actions. Whatever trust may have been between the slaves here and our alliance is gone. The damage done to this alliance was caused by Billy. It may be that the only way to repair this damage is to remove that which caused it.
Oh, shit.
It will be the only way to regain the trust of those slave communities, uncertain about what this alliance stands for. Billy cannot exist alongside Captain Flint for long.
True.
Sooner or later, one or the other must go.
Without the resources afforded by the cash or the force supplied by Billy and his men, how the fuck do you imagine we're going to do that?
We will struggle through it. It will be difficult. But since when did we expect this would be anything else?
Dude, she's awesome.
You sound exactly like him.
Why is this a problem?
Because you've fallen in love with Flint, basically, because if that's the way Maddie's talking.
Billy was your friend. This is not easy for me, but I know it is harder for you. Please, don't forget that I know that.
This is so intense.
I haven't. This goes away. Flint's war. If it all ended and we had to walk away from it, would that be enough for you?
What?
You don't have to answer that. We'll send Kofi to retrieve the cash. Your mother will trust him.
Wow.
Ugh.
He feels betrayed now that she's not on his side with this plan. But it goes back to the single thing I keep talking about this show. These characters, there is so much at stake for all of them.
Right.
He's dead, isn't he? Mr. Scott, were you with him? I've heard about his role amongst your Maroon allies. Were you with him before he died?
I was.
Everyone assumed he'd turned. Somehow one of you had turned him, but that isn't what happened, is it?
No, it isn't.
I'm grateful that she cares for him.
For how long had he been secretly aiding them?
He began, he said, after the Spanish raid.
Did he say why he did it?
He told me that he feared for the safety of his wife and his daughter.
They weren't killed in the raid. Are they still alive?
Yes, they are.
This is so emotional. Eleanor is such an interesting character.
So long I thought I knew what I was. A daughter who usurped her father. A woman who had taken control of a wild place. Scott was proof of that. The one who saw me that way too, who substantiated it. For all that time, all he saw was a girl so ambitious, she would never doubt his story.
Wow.
so she would continue to play the part.
Yep, distracted.
Draw everyone's attention away from himself.
You did do all those things.
I know I did, but always with a man behind me, doing his damnedest to bend it all to his benefit. My father, Scott, Charles, you.
She feels manipulated.
So many goddamn men here. Too many goddamn men here.
Woods Rogers.
Yeah.
You left the name out.
I know, right?
He's really so different from the rest of us.
Yeah, he's the only one who's impregnated me.
Yeah. Now she's mad because he just gave her some truth, and she's like, I don't want to hear that.
I thought she was going down like a more sympathetic route with Mr. Scott, but that turned pretty quick. Man, she is such a difficult character to follow and keep track of.
I fear the instincts that have awoken in her are more insidious than that. She has begun to believe again that disorder in Nassau is inevitable, that civilization is powerless either through lack of will or capacity to do anything about it. Civilization has a number of faces. To think them all powerless to alter Nassau's future is a terrible mistake.
This dude is horrifying.
Harbor Patrol is deploying. We've arrived.
Wait, what?
My lord, where are we?
There is very little I wouldn't do to protect my wife.
Wait, what?
If the British Empire will not aid us in fighting our present enemy,
Yeah, he went to go get more people.
perhaps a different empire will.
What? So, this dude is not retreating. He is doubling down.
Basically.
Oh, shit. Havana.
He's gonna go try to appeal to them and be like, what? Hey, I can get your cash?
You're gonna try to involve the Spanish in this. Dude, how does this keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger?
Necesito hablar con el gobernador.
El gobernador raja.
¿Y por qué íbamos a permitiros eso?
It's like, dude, chill. Chill.
Nuestros países están en guerra. Pero en este momento no tengo ningún interés. ¿Qué es eso? La cabeza de Edward Teach.
Edward Teach's head?
Esta es mi guerra. Pero ahora mismo necesito la ayuda de vuestro gobernador para ganar.
Holy shit. There's been a constant method to his madness this whole time.
If I choose to side with him, trade the cash for the fort and his life, are you honestly suggesting you'd let it happen?
That you wouldn't use your men to force a scenario by which he ends up dead.
I'm not going to stand by and watch while all our futures are destroyed. No. We have Nassau. We have a ship with which to hunt and acquire more. And when that cash arrives, we will have the money to govern it all.
We made a deal, Billy. We gave our word to Mardi, her mother, their people, that we were all committed to the same war.
That's Flint's deal, not mine.
And not yours.
Their people need a place to call home. Here it is. And we are contemplating throwing it away to continue a war that sooner or later is guaranteed to end in defeat.
Dude.
Sooner or later, that cash is going to arrive, and there'll be no more delay. I'm committed to Flint. I'm committed to Marty. Yet the road they intend to travel is one I'm losing the ability to understand. I know what Billy's done, which should be unforgivable, and yet till so very recently, there's no one in the world I called a closer friend. The more he talks, the more I remember why.
He's in a really tough spot right now.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, shit.
You don't know. Why should I follow you if you don't know? Why would anyone? I don't give a shit what goes on in there. Fuck Flint, don't fuck Flint. Fuck Billy, don't fuck Billy. I don't give a shit what you choose, but fucking choose. Don't make me suffer the thinking. Worry ain't a good look for a king, not in a kingdom like this.
Damn, Israel speaking some truth. Holy shit. I mean, he's not wrong. Regardless of what you're gonna do, just do it. And stand by it. I think you gotta take out Billy. You can't go against Maddie and Flint. I don't know. This is tough. This is some tough shit.
Did you counsel him to come here?
No, but the urgency of his situation demanded it.
It was a mistake.
Oh shit.
What is he walking into right now? Oh,
Probably
damn.
death. I feel like he should have just listened to Eleanor.
You and I are enemies as our kings are at war with one another. Right now, their war is meaningless to me. I came to Nassau before it began to foster commerce, and toward that end, to combat piracy, to defeat it. That was my war. And I had that victory within my reach. But my enemy has remade itself since then. Labor fuels commerce, and commerce fuels security. If these people are successful in compromising the first, there is no end to the damage they can cause the rest. In this war, you and I have far more that unites our interests than separates them. For if Nassau falls, how long before these same men turn their eyes to Cuba?
He's threatening them, basically.
When you are forced to write to King Philip, begging his assistance in staving off the army of slaves and pirates on your doorstep, would you not wish in that moment that you had this one back?
I had a younger brother once, was a midshipman, aboard of Nuestra Señora de la Encarnación. Beneath the flag of surrender, he was butchered.
Oh shit.
You likely wielded the sword. Am I misinformed?
No.
You are not my enemy, because my king tells me so.
He made a big mistake.
Done fucked with the wrong people.
The pirates offered me a cache of stolen gems to persuade me to surrender. The cache of gems representing the last remaining share of the Urca plunder. They're paying for their war with your money.
Shit.
My friends are all besieged within Fort Nassau. My wife is there. I'd beg you to spare them. Avoid the fort entirely. And in exchange, the fort will offer no resistance to your landing. Once you land, I envision no confusion. You needn't decipher anything. I'd simply ask that you burn it all to the ground.
What the hell?
So now he no longer wants Nassau at all. He's just trying to get Eleanor out.
Dude, this is bonkers. This is absolutely crazy.
You send word to the fort and tell them it's here. Arrange for them to come out. I'll have men waiting there. I'll add it quickly. All you have to do is look the other way.
Oh, what?
I don't want it happening in full view of that beach.
Did he just sacrifice Flint?
Or did he just sacrifice Billy?
What was that?
I'm a little confused. I mean, I guess.
I mean, he just ordered Billy to basically kind of sneak attack on the people in the fort to come get the gold and take them out without anyone noticing. Or he's setting up some kind of Billy sneak attack.
Mr. Silver insists that we exit through the northwest tunnel, where we'll be escorted overland to the southern coast. Transport will meet us there.
Either way, some form of sabotage is playing out here. Dude, the show is so incredible because I literally have no idea what's about to happen.
Right. You just scared the baby. Ubo made a run for it.
There's so many amazing shows that you could feel the predictability of where it's going. Right. I have no idea what's going to happen right now. Right. Like, are they going to kill Billy? Are they going to kill everyone coming out with their Urca gems? Like, I mean, Billy's isolated. He's just sitting out there all by himself.
Men all in position.
They are.
The way he's looking at him is like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Once Silver gives the signal, they'll close in.
That made it feel like a Billy betrayal right there.
Our soldiers with him. This is intense. When the time comes, I don't want anyone else touching Flint. I'll handle it.
Oh, will you?
I don't know. Maybe they are going to kill Flint. I really want Flint to be with Thomas, though. Are they going to leave us with a cliffhanger?
There's no way they're killing Flint.
There's no way that they're killing Billy. I don't know.
This isn't right. All those men out there, you and I fought alongside. I can't believe I'm the only one who knows this isn't right.
Did he just give it away?
I don't know.
Because Billy had a look on his face like, what the fuck are you talking about? They took him to someplace else.
They are gonna kill Billy.
You built all of this. The resistance wouldn't have worked without you. But part of what you built, it worked too well. Long John Silver. All he had to do was open his mouth, say your name, and everyone listened. He said the reason Flint's fleet never got warning of the barricade in the harbor wasn't because Mr. Featherstone didn't relay it. Wasn't because Max intercepted it. He said it was because you never sent it in the first place.
Oh, shit.
And they all believed him. But I don't think anyone actually believed it. You weren't indicted based on the facts or our suspicions of your motives. He just said it. I think no one had the balls to defy him. I told them I should be the one to do it. If it was gonna happen, I thought it should be a friend. But fuck it, I won't do it.
You've all forgotten your oaths. They were given to this man, when that man was just a fiction. To hell with all of you who can't tell the difference.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that was,
And
yeah.
just like that. Oh!
Fucking don't mess with Israel hand. Holy shit. Oh, shit!
Stop!
Oh my god.
Take him to the Underhill estate.
Oh!
Do it.
Oh, shit,
Oh
dude.
my god, dude.
Savage ass Long John Silver.
Right.
Oh, Jack!
Where's Anne?
What are you doing here?
We escaped the governor's men and came back to rejoin the fight to know if the harbor was safe to enter.
Holy shit, dude.
We want to trade the cash. It was the only way we could avoid a fight we were more than likely to lose. And it guarantees us control of the island today and for certain.
All it guarantees is we no longer have the cash that we all agreed was critical.
It won't work.
It's done.
She agreed to it. It's all meaningless unless he agrees. Woods Rogers.
He left the island for Port Royal, as she asked, to await her arrival with her money. He's already agreed to it.
That's not where he went.
What do you see out there?
Spanish fleet.
I watched him defeat Edward Teach in battle, outnumbered. And through sheer force of will, I saw his bloodlust with my own eyes. That man will never surrender his position here. He will never allow himself to be defeated by you or I. Not because we're right, not because Eleanor Guthrie told him so. He simply will not allow it.
This is so intense.
Woods Rogers will be returning, and this fight isn't nearly over.
Oh, shit.
I just got chills.
Uh-oh.
This is so intense. This is so intense.
This is terrifying, dude. There's no way. How are they going to get out of this? They can't even get out of it. They can't even leave. They're like screwed. They're stuck.
They're all screwed.
Except for Woods Rogers.
Except for Woods Rogers.
I think even Eleanor's screwed at this point.
She's not at the fort. He was like, anyone at the fort, leave the fort alone. She's not currently there. So I don't know. But dude, this show, there are so many twists and turns. It's impossible to even keep a coherent thought from episode to episode. There's not even a point. because they essentially answer all your questions and then present you with a bunch more questions.
True.
So it's clear that Eleanor wasn't betraying Woodes Rogers. I was wrong, you were right. But I think, once again, completely underestimate what Woodes Rogers is willing to do in this scenario.
Right.
Completely. The fact that he walked into the room of a man whose brother he brutally killed, asked to make a deal. Hey, come with me. That other war that our kings are fighting doesn't matter. Come with me. Go burn Nassau to the ground. This is just so bonkers. The fact that Jack showed up at what feels like a really, really big moment.
Perfect timing, though, to tell Flint. Although I kind of wish he would have done it earlier.
I mean, but what's the play now? Do Jack and Flint, like, turn on Eleanor right now?
I mean, I would. I would.
They're not really in a position to fight.
They're not at all. No, none of them. None of them are.
Eleanor is. She's got a mini group of people with weapons who didn't just sail for how long on a little boat to come to Nassau. Like, Anne's battered. We didn't see her. We don't know what her status is.
Right.
Horrible to go a whole episode without knowing what the hell's going on with her.
True.
Jack ain't fighting nobody. Flint's not even, like, he's shackled, so he can't fight. Oh, dude.
Not at this moment, but I'm hoping that they, let him out of it, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I wonder if you try to talk to Eleanor and be like,
Listen,
you have no idea who you're married to.
Yeah.
You don't know what this dude's capable of. Let me tell you what he did to Teach. And then what he proceeded to do to Anne and the crew that was separated. This is the stuff that's left out of his book that no one talks about because he doesn't want anyone to talk about it. That whole scenario, like, is Jack going to be angry and try to kill her? Is Jack going to try to talk to her? Are they going to try to, like, hey, we need to, like, be on the same page because we don't know what's showing up? Max has eyes on it now, so they obviously, like, a lot of time has kind of passed because they got there pretty quickly.
Right.
But they've got a lot of ships, and those who have occupied Nassau don't have shit, it feels like.
True. True.
It feels like they're all in a really bad spot. Not prepared for this massive fleet that's coming in literally for one reason. To just obliterate Nassau. That's the only thing they're coming in for. This is so insane.
Dude, props to y'all that wear wigs. I don't know how y'all do it. I can't even sit through an hour without, like, There's a lot.
And then just look at Billy.
They're going to go drop him off at the Underhill Estates, and he is going to be fucking
Could that be
tortured.
Could that be enough to swing the trust?
To right a wrong? I don't know.
I feel like that is a move in the right direction, and again, I feel like that was kind of the whole point of, like, Maddie's multiple conversations while she was there. Billy is the symbol of the betrayal. If you turn him in, do whatever the fuck you want with him. We are not on his side. We don't agree with what he did. We want an allegiance. We want to work together. Do you think that's enough?
I hope.
But Julius and his crew, they're already out and about doing things. Would they even get the message in time that, like, hey, Billy was returned?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they go back and they're
I
at
hope.
the Underhill Estates,
Hopefully.
like, trying to, like, hold it down.
Yeah, I hope. I hope that he's there, and I hope, Billy, it's always been so hard because a lot of the decisions in this show can be easily questioned. And I feel like there have been plenty of moments where Flint's decision-making has been way off. He's made the wrong decisions, very selfish, all about him and the goals and the things that he has. I still think that that's a possibility. Obviously, Flint sees a bigger picture somewhere that I feel like he's playing a game that no one else sees just because he's really good at it. But I feel like his mind is the clearest right now. And I feel like Billy has just gone so far because he has been so kind of in the weeds in this whole fight, this whole war, this whole rebellion, everything that he's got going on, in addition to his hate for Flint.
Right.
I feel like his mind and his judgment has been clouded. And I think the alliance with the slave crew is more valuable than what Billy has kind of built at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Especially considering everyone's willing to just listen to Long John Silver.
Well, that's Billy's fault. That's Billy's...
Yeah, he created that monster.
Billy's... I mean...
Because he
Billy's
didn't...
accomplishment and Billy's fault.
Right, he didn't want to put the fear behind Flint. Instead, he created something else, and he built it behind John Silver. And now, someone who was once his friend, and someone that they got along with, kind of flipped on you and betrayed you. And this is going to be so intense, I feel like.
Yeah.
I just... The fact that Jack showed up and was like, this dude's bloodthirsty. He ain't giving this shit up for nothing. Eleanor, doesn't matter. I feel like this is just going to be an absolute, just pure, insane final handful of episodes. I can't wait to see where it goes. I can't wait to see who... Because it's one of those situations where you watch certain shows and you're like, oh yeah, that character is definitely going to stand tall at the end. This one's going to be dead at the end. Like... A lot of the times, and I mentioned during this episode, the idea that this show is so unpredictable, I don't know who the hell's going to be standing tall at the end. For all we know, it could be friggin', and I don't know how like the history plays out in this. It's something that I definitely personally try to avoid. I kind of like to read the history once it's all over and kind of see how it lines up. But I don't know how the history plays in this moment. And I don't know if it's Woodes Rogers... I feel like he could potentially be the one standing tall at the end of this.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've underestimated him every step of the way. It feels kind of ridiculous to underestimate him now, considering this giant fleet that's rolling through. There is no defense for it. Do all of Woodes Rogers' men like see the Spanish flags and see enemy and try to fire upon them from the fort?
No.
Right? Like, what is Max?
There's no fighting that. There's way more of them than there is of the Woodes Rogers folks.
Max looked horrified.
Oh my god, she did. She was like, fuck this, I'm out.
Because originally we were told, it feels like a year ago at this point, but we were told that the whole point was the Spanish fleet were going to come in and they were going to burn it down. That was kind of the crux behind all of Woodes Rogers' behaviors. To do what he was doing was to prevent them from showing up. It's like if they don't get their Urca gold, their Urca cash, it's over. They're coming to just destroy. And it basically feels like the deal that he just made.
Right.
Like, go do it. Just go obliterate Nassau, get the cash, and it's over.
Yeah.
The show's so good.
It is so good.
It's like a whole different level of intensity. And it just, you really feel how at stake everything is for these people. And you feel how difficult these decision making, like going through what, like Long John Silver is obviously an absolute savage at this point. But John Silver, that was a hard decision for him. It was like Maddie and Flint, Billy, like, and everything that's kind of associated to both parties. That was hard for him. And you could feel how difficult that decision was.
But I feel like Billy made it easier for him when he said, like, I don't care about Maddie's war. I don't care about that. That's not mine.
I think he definitely made it easier by showing how just kind of tunnel visioned his view is about what's happening right now.
Right.
And just the lack of just care for what happened at the Underhill estate. And
yeah.
This is wild. I can't wait to see where this goes. Any other thoughts?
Not right now.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. Happy Halloween. Hope y'all have a great one.
Get that candy, yo.
And share what y'all are all dressing up as. We want to hear it. If you're in the Discord, obviously share pictures. But yes, we will see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.